Guys, what are we doing? Well, I'm pretty sure you've seen by the title. We're doing part 2 of the unboxing of all the stuff that Jared Neves sent me. And I obviously have made a poor choice in a tire, and I didn't think about it until it was too late, but I'm not going all the way upstairs to change. If you ever had a question about whether a channel uses green screen effects, just look at their wardrobe and see if you ever see them wearing anything green. I feel as though this is unfortunate. But you guys know what time it is. Turn on the volume and let's put this in and start tearing into some of these knives that came over from Jared. Guys, it's the second day of filming this. I'm trying to get... Last time it was an ambulance. Today it's a jet. On weekends, there's always noise. I can hear my wife doing dishes and stuff in the kitchen. Anyway, so let's take a look. We're cracking into these knives. Second day of filming of these. 1, 2, 3 knives. We're going to give them each about 3 minutes. That's a good time frame to kind of just get a good, quick first impressions of a knife. And it's not going to make the video too long. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, ketchup. Let's just do this one. So we're going to look at this one first. Break into this one. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. Oh, I think I know what this is. Is this the other? If this is what I think it is, just by glancing at it, I think this is the... It is the Kubi Veloce. So this is another... Is this a manganese? This should be a manganese steel design. It is another one of Sharif's knives. This is a good looking knife. This thing looks like a car. It looks like a race car. Looks like a race car. It really does. It looks like a race car sitting there. That's a good looking knife. Feels really good in hand. I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of the blade being so much smaller than the handle. Let me see here. I've grabbed my reading glasses so I can make sure this is in focus. Yeah, I'm typically a blade to handle ratio kind of guy. But that's kind of a unique look. It's a very unique look for that blade. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the action, it sounds good. Action's really smooth. Listen to that. I love that sound. Okay, listen to this. It's got a ting to it that I really like. Almost like there's like a tuning fork, kind of a ping when you pop it open. I like that. So let's take a look at it. I am a fan of fullers that go all the way down, and I know not everyone is. It's fairly thick blade stock, comes down all right, thin, big finger choil. It has a unique line to it, I have to say that. Handle's pretty cool. Got some cutouts. Feels like titanium. Sorry, I burped. Titanium, nice access to the lock bar, a little bit of checkering there. Feels pretty good in hand. I love the Kubi pivots. It's just like doing it this way where your logo is in the pivot. I'm a fan of it on the Norseman. I'm a fan of it on a bunch of other knives. Nice hardware. Pocket clip, let's see how it feels in and out of pocket. Let me get the Norseman out of my pocket. Let's see, in and out of pocket. I'm in track pants. It's a little catchy. It's a little catchy in there, but that's because that pivot's a little loose. Let's still try and tighten that pivot down. Maybe it was just in a position where it was catching on something inside, but I don't think so. It's a little sharp point on that's kind of catching. You got an integral backspacer, lanyard hole, nice flush software. I like this. It's okay. You can tell that Sharif worked in the automotive industry. This is like the little things that you see on the side of a car that catch your eye, and it works on a knife as well. Nice looking knife. I'm digging it. The action on this is really smooth. Look how thick that lock face is. Look at it. You do have a steel lock bar insert, but look how it comes down, and it gives it that deceptively thick look to it. Lock bar cutout on the inside. I'm a fan of that. Yeah. So like I said, guys, as we do these, we're kind of seeing the knives together for these. This thing is really smooth, guys. Does not surprise me because out of character, out of what I was expecting, a Kubi took the smoothest knife in my case. This is really, really ridiculously smooth. So there you go, the Kubi, what was it again? Kubi Veloce. What is next? I can't tell. It's like, guys, no joke, this is like Christmas every time I do one of these. Let's see, what is this? Oh, wow, that's a Okay, let's see, what is this before I get too into it. It is the Sitiven ST103. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. I don't know how I feel about this one. Big, broad blade. Interesting. It doesn't have a fuller. It just has a swedge, the straight swedge that runs all the way down. Pocket clip, let's see. How's it feel in hand? Okay, so it's got a ridge right here. This feels weird. I'm not saying it doesn't feel good, and I may grow to like that, but at first blush, that's a little unusual. And the pocket clip sits right on it, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. Let's go ahead. Let's check the action. Action feels really smooth. I can already feel that pocket clip. Guys, why with these pocket clips? Not a fan of the pocket clip. I'm telling you already. This is not gonna be great to cut with. It's just that pocket clip is trash. We'll see though. What's the steel on this? D2. It's a nice blade. It is sharp. Let's see. In and out pocket. Let's see how it feels in and out of pocket. Doesn't feel too bad. I'll have to, I'm wearing track pants right now. It's Saturday. I'm lounging around the house. Just came back from the grocery store with my daughter. Centering on it's pretty much dead center. I'm not feeling any issues with marrying up with the liners. I think that would be cool and would be a nice feature if this pocket clip didn't ruin it on the other side. I see how it feels without the pocket clip, but that's a trash pocket clip. That is horrible. Look at it. I mean, it's like a brick. I don't know why these companies just look at the pocket clip as an afterthought. Yeah, because by the time you get up on it, that's just you can see it, like little red spots. Like when you get up on it and you're grabbing it, look at that. It's grabbing your hand. Not good, but action on it's really good. The blade is interesting. Feels like if it didn't have that tall ass pocket clip that you'd have a pretty good grip on it. Nice jumping up here. Yeah, that's not a bad knife at all. Guys, the wife walked in to put away some groceries. Like I said, this is another one of those knives that they pretty much have done a lot of work for some aesthetics and some interesting looks, and then just put a half-ass pocket clip. Guys, better thought out pocket clips on knives. Yeah, so this isn't a horrible knife at all. The action's really good, like I was saying. I think if it didn't have that big pocket clip, you'd be able to have a really good grip on it and do a lot of work. I may take I'm taking the pocket clip off of this and see if I have something that fits it that is better. You got a lanyard hole, and it's inside the back spacer, so if you have a lanyard, you don't have to worry about yourself cutting it. You got some lightening going on, not lightening, but some weight reduction going on in there. It's not heavy. It really isn't heavy. I like that blade. I like that idea of kind of a swedge that runs the full length of it, but not a fuller. That gives it a unique look. But I will say that's pretty sharp. Like that's a pretty sharp angle, pretty sharp. Now, if you're the kind of guy that gets the scratch offs, you can use that on your scratchers, on your scratcher lottery tickets. Or you probably could strike a ferro rod on that. I don't know. But we'll give this a week or so in pocket and see how I feel, and we'll come back to it and look at it again. If it meets a point where I'm like, you know what, I don't think this video is going to do well, sometimes I don't do the video. So let's go ahead and put this away and look at the last one we're going to look at. Guys, but this mat seems to get out of position in between shots, even if I don't touch anything. Let's look at the third pouch. What's in this? Can I tell? Can I feel? Ooh, that's a good feeling handle. This is another Ganzo. Yeah, this is the Ganzo or Firebird or something like that. So this is a Ganzo FB knife, FH921 in D2. Not a fan of this already. I'm going to tell you why in a second. One, actually the action and stuff's good. The second I picked it up, I felt like this, and I'll explain it to you why. This is far forward, and then it just kind of feels like I'm up in here, and it gives this weird, like it doesn't feel like any of this knife is touching my hand. It feels like only point of contact I have is my thumb and then here. It's not like it's in my hand like I would like. It's just a personal thing. It almost feels like I'm holding it like this because when I get a hold of it, I'm not in it all the way because of the way this dips down. It's a nice looking blade. It almost feels like the blade is higher than the handle, and I'm not a fan of that. That's where I was saying, like, I don't like it. Seems to be pretty well made. Let's see here. What's the action feel like? Yeah, action's nice and smooth and free. It's a good looking blade shape. I like that blade shape. Nice jimping there. Like I said, I'm not digging that. Let's see. Weight reduction inside the scales. This, okay, so what does he have this listed? Yeah, okay. This is what I thought I would see. So this is the thing that's listed as an adamantine. This is not the adamantine. The adamantine was the one we looked at yesterday. I don't remember what order I'm doing these in. So at any rate, the other Gavco, or not Gavco, Ganzo was the adamantine. Yeah, this just feels weird. Like to release the action, it just doesn't feel secure in my hand. So we'll give it a shot. It might just be one of those things like I have to get used to it. But when I've got it like here, it just doesn't feel like I have enough of the knife making contact with my hand. It is that's a good looking blade shape. I bet it's going to cut well. Let's see. It's pretty thin behind the edge, and D2 on a good thin knife usually cuts really well. Action is nice and smooth and free. Lanyard hole through the backspacer. So like I said on the last one, you're not going to cut your lanyard. I'm trying to see. It looks as though maybe the blade is touched. No, not even close. That's just dirt. Fairly centered. Yeah, that's dead center. Reversible pocket clip with a plate. You have a plate, and I'm not going to lie, the pocket clip on this is not bad. The pocket clip is really in a good spot, but the rest of the knife just feels weird. I think I would get used to it. I think I'm going to get used to this over time. So we'll see how this cuts and everything. Yeah, that's a really smooth action. I've had several Ganzos that have come in for sharpening and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? The action on them is always good. A lot of times it was issues with they were kind of copying designs. I think they've gotten away from that. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the redemption arc. I'm just still not a fan of the fact that they were stealing designs before, basically stealing Protex auto designs. So yeah, that's an interesting look to it. So guys, that's the last one for today. I will film 3 more tomorrow, and that should end the box that we have for Jared. Nice. I like that. Actually, let me bring that back up and show you. That looks cool. That's a nice access to that lock bar on that frame lock or liner lock. So guys, let's turn this around, do some final thoughts. All right, guys, there you go. That was the next 3 knives. I hope you guys are liking this content. I'm still putting up other content that I know other people like, just to give us a good broad base. If you don't like the 5 fasts, I'm still doing some reviews. I'm putting those up sometimes in the afternoons on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes on Saturdays. I'm going to try and get to at least 6 days a week, at least 1 video on Saturday. So you're still going to get to see some of the stuff you like, but I like this content. Everybody else seems to like it too. It's a lot of fun to shoot. It's challenging to stay within a set time constraint of like 2 to 3 minutes per knife. So not to ramble on and make this take any longer. Guys, if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. I work pretty hard at this. It's currently 8:03 in the morning, and I've already shot for about 3 hours of filming stuff, so I've got a lot of editing to do. So I put a lot of work into it, so I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys like it. If you do, the best way you can support my channel if you like the content is to give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I cannot change it if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's like I said, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. It helps the channel the best. Hit that bell icon. Make sure that you've got notifications set up. Other ways you can do it, though, if you want to support the channel financially, is I have a membership down below that gets you in on a bunch of different benefits based on tier. But everyone gets access to the Gilded server where we chat. Everyone gets saves $5 per knife on my sharpening service. And if you're a premium tier member, you have a playlist of sharpening tutorials that I have built specifically for those individuals that lays out how I sharpen knives. Other ways you can do it, I have affiliate links down below. I've built a lot of stuff, EDC carry, recommended stones, things like that, tools. Anything you purchase with those links, I get a little bit of it at checkout, and it doesn't cost you anything. And the final is I have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Code, where I've set up coupon code for you that works anywhere on Ember Shirt Code. That coupon code is CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp. Saves you 10% at checkout. If you send me a picture of you wearing my merchandise, I will put it in a video. Guys, I love you all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I will see you in the next video.